There's a good reason for the fact that just about everyone wants to come to America, and that reason is our amazing economic ladder. The American economic ladder ranges from people earning a few $1,000s a year to hundreds of millions. But how can you go from making a few $1,000s a year to making a few million? That is, well, the million-dollar question, isn't it? The answer, once again, is philosophy. You could wait for the government to raise the minimum wage, thus adopting what could be considered a philosophy of governmental intervention. However, you will never become a top earner if you are depending on that to happen. Nor can you depend upon the company you are working for to do it either. You can try a philosophy of demand where you demand more money from your employer. This might increase your earnings, but will you really become a millionaire in the process? No. Even if you band together with other workers and go on strike, you will never become a top earner using the philosophy of collective confrontation either. None of these philosophies or approaches will help you achieve your end goal. They just don't work. It is quite possible in America to become wealthy, but only if you have the correct philosophy. What does work then? What works is the fourth philosophy, which I like to call the philosophy of performance and productivity. With this philosophy, you do what is necessary to improve yourself and your capabilities. You learn to do more and be more. If you use the philosophy of performance and productivity, the whole economic scale belongs to you, as you have opened up new possibilities for yourself. If you are working for a company, you will be more valuable and you will earn more. Move up the ladder, have more money, and that, in turn, will open up additional opportunities for you. This is potentially a never-ending cycle of benefit. You can go as far as you want to go because the possibilities are endless, especially in America. If you think doing this is hard in America, think again. The average worker in Bangladesh earns about $200 per year. If you are walking around with the distorted idea that succeeding in America is too hard, then you have the wrong philosophy. That means you need to undergo a process of self-education. Another misconception is that you can't dramatically increase what you are earning. This also is just wrong. In America, there are people earning $5 per hour. However, you don't have to look very hard to find people earning $50 per hour. Keep looking, and you will soon find those earning $500 per hour, such as a high-powered attorney. You see, it is all about bringing the right goods to the marketplace. And this prosperity ladder doesn't end there, but in fact just keeps going up. Part of your self-education is to realize that there are possibilities and that they are all around you. So remember, your income is determined by your ability to wish, envision, and reimagine yourself and your possibilities. The economic ladder of America doesn't restrict anyone. In America, you can own as much real estate as you want, and as many cars as you want, and as many boats as you want. Here is the core of the philosophy. It all boils down to this. If you work hard on your job, you make a living. If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune. What is the reason for this truth? Success is not something you pursue. Success is something that you attract by becoming an attractive person. The way that you become rich is not by wishing your life were easier, but instead by focusing on making yourself better. Achieving wealth and greatness can be distilled down to helping others. Find a way to serve many people. Simply stated, this is what leads to great wealth, great power, and great influence. One of John F. Kennedy's more famous statements was, "Don't ask what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." This quote, in cap, sulates what one needs to do to achieve greatness and financial independence. Thinking about what you can do for the people in your family, your neighborhood, your state, your country, and the world is the secret of wealth. Take Zig Ziglar, for example. I have known Zig for nearly 50 years, and he is fond of saying, if you help enough people get what they want, you can have everything you want. Now, you might be thinking that this is just too simple to be accurate, but it is. This is the great philosophy that is at the heart of transforming your life. Invest in yourself, invest in your own self-education, and then take that knowledge and use it to help others get what they want and need out of life. In the process, you will acquire power and financial freedom. The world is currently at an extraordinary level of change. All one has to do is look at the metamorphosis that is occurring in China. China now has 235,000 millionaires. And guess where the new billionaires are coming from? India. These are nothing short of extraordinary times, and unparalleled opportunities exist in every country around the world. A facet of this opportunity is competition. Competition is now becoming truly global for the first time. Within this new element of competition comes a new element of opportunity. Many fear what competition brings, as many will always fear the unknown. But the fact is that without this extraordinary level of competition, all of these new opportunities would not exist. How can you make sure that you are invaluable in this new, dynamic, and ever-changing 21st century global marketplace? First, make certain that you have more than one skill. Look at the US. Auto industry over the last 15 to 20 years. Car manufacturers shut down plants and laid off workers at nearly regular intervals. Those without numerous skills lack the flexibility to compete. In short, the phenomenon of a specialist who works in the same field and in the same way from the age of 21 to 65 is now a rarity. A variety of skills mean that you are more flexible and can adapt to the whims of a changing and evolving marketplace. After all, that which does not evolve does not prosper and does not survive. By having numerous skills, you are greatly increasing your value and worth in an ever-changing marketplace. Further, with such a dynamic workplace, destined to become the norm, you should strive to keep your current skills sharp and periodically develop new ones. This will give you an important edge and one that will help safeguard against obsolescence. On the flip side, here's the philosophy that will make you rich. Invest your money and spend what is left. You can have the same amount of money, but thanks to a difference in philosophy, you can achieve dramatically different results. Making money begins with having the right philosophy, but there are other steps as well, such as finding your customers and selling them something that you believe in. Secondly, learn how to find good people. A business needs good people behind it. You can't do everything. I took my inspiration from the Bible on this one. A biblical lesson that always stood out in my mind was that if you search, you can find good people, but you have to be committed to searching. Taking the time and effort to search for good people will yield the reward of finding quality people. This sounds simple enough, but it's a point that many would-be entrepreneurs and employers often overlook. At this stage, you will have three things. The first will be your skills. These skills will enable you to help people improve their lives. Secondly, you will have found your customers and have a quality product to sell them. Finally, if you have taken the time to seek out quality people, you will have a pool of good people to help you with your endeavor. Now you are ready to make money and change lives, your life and the lives of those around you. Your employees are key. After all, what could be more important than finding the people that you will work with in order to make your dreams come true? Finding good people can be difficult, and it will take time. If they are independent-minded people, you may be in for a challenge, as this can be as difficult as herding cats. Just keep in mind that herding sheep is easy, but you don't want to work with sheep. You want independent-minded go-getters. If you can get 2 or 3 people focused on the same task, then almost nothing is impossible. You certainly won't hear that idea taught in the educational system, but it's a fact. This underscores the importance and long-term value of having quality people by your side. You don't have to be General Motors or Microsoft to make a profit. All you have to do is be reasonably bright, focused, willing to work, and then learn how to multiply. Don't be afraid to get someone else out there doing it. This may be harder in some places in the world, but it's easy in America. That part is what makes America unique. Whatever you set your sights on, if you are the one doing it, you can make a living, perhaps even a good living. Get somebody else to do the work, and it's the beginning of a fortune, pure and simple. Then show someone else how to get rich. Show someone else how to earn money, how to sell stuff, and how to recruit. You will be amazed just how good this can make you feel. Knowing that you have empowered another person to live his or her own dreams is unlike any other feeling. With the philosophy of performance and productivity, there is a never-ending cycle of benefit and rewards, and there is enough for everyone